So, how does it work? Do a little bit of the science behind it. And starting with stress theory, Goldilocks in action. So the idea in stress theory is that there's an ideal stress level. And just like Goldilocks, too low a stress level, you're not going to get anything done. You're just too relaxed. And too much, and then you're swamped, like I talked about before. You're swamped with emotions. You can't think clearly. So in the middle, and it's a little bit different for men and women, I just found out recently. Women, it's just right at the middle. For men, it's a little closer to the relaxed side, but still near the middle. I used to teach stress management at Webster University. And we experimented with what would be the best ways for them coming from an 8-hour stressful professional day to a 4-hour evening class. And their favorite two were a centering type of practice, which then we did at the beginning of every class, and an attitude shift. So especially with my career coaching clients, I say attitude is almost everything. So I want you to know that the effect not only on the individuals in this class being able to learn, they're at the optimal stress level for learning, but as a community, there was one class where 3 different people were in tempest. The class started, then someone was in a car accident, severely injured, had to drop out. Someone else's spouse suddenly died, and a third person, their husband, was badly burned by the fire. And just that they had come together and had this centering time and experienced that community in a very open and present way, the outpouring that they had towards each other, I was just amazed. String theory I've just learned in the last 2 weeks. The Goldilocks I learned at the Association of Coach Training Organizations meeting in April. But string theory is that there are 11 options, minimum 11 options available to us at any given time. And again, when you're swamped with emotions and just rocking and rolling in the sea of change, it's hard to access those. So as coaches, we want to help people get at that right level so that they can access those 11 options to use their head and their heart. You can't be 2 places at one time. So I find myself still occasionally white-knuckled, holding on at the railing of the ship in the sea of change. And where I want to be is relaxing and riding with the waves. So you can't be 2 places at one time. You can't be holding onto the railing and relaxed. Your body cannot be stressed and relaxed at the same time. So when you're doing something like the deep breathing centering practice that we did, then your body is forced to relax and get to the optimum stress level. 15, 30, 40% effective. I also learned this at the Association of Coach Training Organization event. 15% is the effectiveness of coaching based on skills and competency. And you know that most training is done to skills and competency. Fortunately, coach training, it's also done on the person, who you are and who the client is, because that's the other 70%. 30% is who you are as a coach and how you show up as a coach. And 40% is who the client is and how they show up. So centering is one way for you to both show up fully present, open, flexible, and ready to go and access those 11 options that are available to you at any time. So on our journey, we've looked at the sea of change. the impact on us as individuals and organizations, that there's hope, that there is a way to center, to be fully present, open, and flexible so that you can access your brain and your heart. In order to make it a habit, you're going to have to do it frequently. Doug Silsby recommends 10 times a day. I talk about a minute an hour in my workbook. Jane is going to be reminding you throughout the day. So my invitation and challenge to you is to make this a part of your life so that you are showing up fully present, open, and flexible. And you're inviting others to do the same. God bless you on your journey.